In this video, we'll learn how to use VisMode with events. And in the process, we'll understand our interactive event-driven code better. So our example here is the simple calculator that we introduced in a previous video. And I'll get into VisMode and run it. And in particular, what's happened is that it's gone through, defined everything, and started my frame, which is right here. It's initialized my calculator, which I can now start using. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll do some simple calculations. I'll enter in 5. It shows up here that I've entered in 5. I will add that to the store, so the store has 5. I'll add it again and again, so I now have 15. I'll enter in another number and multiply, so I now have 150 in my store. Okay, so I've done a few interesting calculations. Now let's see what I can do. So in here, it's not only showing me the printout, the result of the print statements in this function right here, but these blue items here are event tags. They are records of each of the events that I've entered, corresponding to the clicking on control buttons and entering things into input fields. And I can click on any of these event tags, including my previous friends, begin and end. Okay. And what that does is it takes me to the point in the code where I'm at that particular event. And in fact, I have a whole log of what I had done. I can go forward a full event and see what happened, or I can go backwards. I can go forwards either at the event level or at a statement at a time. So that's pretty cool. I can step through everything and see what's actually happening. So now that I've run my calculator in VisMode and created an execution trace of all of the events and other behaviors here, what can I now learn about my code? I've backed it up to the beginning, and now we're going to step through it some. So I'll go to the first event after everything's been defined and my initial global frame is created. Okay. There's going to be just a few things that we really want to focus on here, and that's first the store and the operand, the global values that really define the heart of the calculator's calculation, where we're actually storing numbers. And then we want to pay attention to what frames exist at any one time. Okay, so I'm about to enter in a number and so, well, we enter the enter function, okay, with the value 5, and we realize, aha, the operand is 5, and then we're about to call the output function and we're going to see that we create the output frame. We're in the output function now, and well, we print those values out as they appear here. Okay. So we're about to start the add event here. Okay. And here we're about to enter add. We just have the global frame. And now we add the add frame. And we do our math. Okay. In particular, it's updating the global store and operand. So the first thing that I really want to focus on here is that we are confirming that we're really updating a global values here for the store and operand for our operations. I've stepped through the enter and the add, and we've seen that they manipulate the global store and operand here. So this is an example of any time that we're doing event-based programming here, we're very typically going to be updating global variables to keep track of the important information. Okay, so I'll step through a little bit more. We go into output again, and we're going to output our information here with the prints. And you can see that while we're in output, we have not only the add frame, but also the output frame. And we can continue on along the same ways. Stepping more quickly, you can see that as we go through, we are continuing to update our global variables here. And if we jump on down to our multiplication, we can see that it also updates the global variables as well. Okay.